more about comparing fractions. Last week, when we talked about comparing fractions, we were using the butterfly method, and then we were looking at benchmark fractions, like if it was close to one whole, if it was close to one half, or if it was close to zero. Today, you can still use the butterfly method. However, I want to show you another strategy when you look at comparing fractions on a number line. So if we take a look at number 3, I have 2/4 and I am comparing it to 2/3. Well, on number 3, they've already made the number line for you. So the top number line is in fourths and the bottom number line is in thirds. So 2/4 on a number line, I would plot that right here. And then 2/3 on a number line, I would plot that right here. So based on the number line, which is greater? Well, if I'm looking at what is greater, then I'm looking at the fractions that are closer to 1. So which fraction is closer to 1, 2/4, or 2/3? Well, 2/3 would be closer to 1 whole, so 2/3 is greater than 2/4. If you wanted to rewrite it to use the butterfly method, you can do that as well. So over here, 2/4 and 2/3. If I butterfly method this, 2 times 3 is 6. 4 times 2 is 8. So which is bigger, 6 or 8? 8. So 2/3 is greater than 2/4. On number 4 here, it's going to be the exact same idea. They've already made the number line for you. So my first fraction is 2/6. This number line up here shows 2/6. Let me change my color just so it doesn't get confusing. With the 2/6, there we go. With the 2/6, use the number line up above. Where is 2/6 on the number line? Well, that's right here. And then my next one is 2/3 here. Which fraction is closer to 1 whole? 2/6 or 2/3? 2/3 is, so 2/3 is greater than 2/6. Again, if you would like to compare the fractions using the butterfly method, you can. 2/6 and 2/3. We're going to multiply 2 times 3. 2 times 3 equals 6. And then I have 6 times 2. 6 times 2 is 12. Which number is greater, 6 or 12? 12 is. So it eats the larger number. That means that 2/3 would be greater than 2/6. Let's take a look at number 5 real quick. On number 5, I have 5/8 and 3/8. Now, notice that there is only one number line. The reason that there's only one number line is because our denominators are the same. Remember, there are 3 questions that we need to ask ourselves first. First, we need to ask ourselves, are these fractions equivalent? Well, no, because 5/8 and 3/8 are not the same value. The second question that we need to ask ourselves is, are our denominators the same? I have an 8 for 5/8 and I have an 8 for 3/8. So yes, our denominators are the same. When our denominators are the same, we don't have to use the butterfly method. We can if we want to, but instead we can just look at our numerators. Which is bigger, 5/8 or 3/8? Well, 5/8 is greater than 3/8, so alligator mouth eats the bigger number. If you want to check, I'll make 5/8 green. So here's 5/8 on the number line. And then 3/8, let's go ahead and make that blue. Here's 3/8. Which one is closer to 1 whole? Well, 5/8 is. So 5/8 is bigger than 3/8. Now again, if you wanted to use the butterfly method, you could. So here's the butterfly method for you. 5/8, 3/8. When I butterfly method this, 5 times 8 is 40. 8 times 3, 24. Which fraction is greater, 40 or 24? Or sorry, which value is greater, 40 or 24? 40 is. Eats the greater number. We can see that over here. So 5/8 is greater than 3/8. On your quick check today, they're going to ask you about number lines. Make sure you pay really close attention to the denominator. To check your work, I would use a scrap piece of paper. Use the butterfly method to help you. That way you can double check to make sure that you're getting the right answer. So again, you're looking for the fraction that is closest to 1 whole. Whatever fraction is closest to 1 whole is going to be your greater fraction.